Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And off we go on EA Sports. To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down by Jason.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Now they try the right side here. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
By Patrick Onwuasor.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff looking right. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And the Patriot first down.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quentin Williams. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Third down.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
84.
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Crowder now to return. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 33-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
play fake. He'll look to throw. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A quick pass out to Juju. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Justin Rohrwasser now for the Patriot field goal.
From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And 2 at the Patriots' 32-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
2nd and 11. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Complete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Following the penalty, Michel. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Michel, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
He was brought down by Marcus.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st down, New England.
They'll
let the QB keep it here off the option.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got it first and goal at the 7. Geis, they'll try to run it. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Second and goal from inside the 5. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
And he'll bang that one through.
Patriots 10, Jets nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Looking to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Fuller. And he's got room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And this one is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds like counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Pass complete here to Sanders. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and long. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And that will come the offense as they take over.
They're on 17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Middle of the field, it's Robinson.
The pass.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And Robinson with a big catch. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
It's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Patriots.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he will have a Patriots first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The RPO, he completes it. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Complete to Juju.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Patriots add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. A quick hitter complete. It's Fuller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
The pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
He'll drop to throw to Michel on the screen. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Tony Michel.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Patriot 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a really nice gain of 25 yards.
Down Patriots.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Michel. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
3rd and inches.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
C.J. Moses.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, New England.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry for Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, two-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 18. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the fumble recovery was an important first step, but still a huge fourth quarter hole to dig out of. Down 3 scores. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going deep now for Herndon. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 47 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
They'll look to throw here. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
The kicker on
those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
New England on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 3. Touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
To Josh Gordon.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw, and he will find his man on the outside. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On the ground, this is Michel. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On first down, Michel, he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
New England on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 7. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
They have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing me down as well.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason.